Let's change the capstan belt on the cassette transport module of a Tascam 488 Mark II. If you're not sure how to remove this from your 488, check my other videos. I demonstrate opening the case and removing this. That's your capstan motor there. The capstan belt runs from a pulley at the top of that motor around this flywheel here that's turning your capstan. In order to get access to this old belt, or if you're opening one where the belt snapped or become loose, then you're going to want to remove 1, 2, 3 screws. It's the screws that are in recesses in this plate that you want to remove. Don't remove these two. That's attaching this plate here to the plate in which all of these components are mounted. You could remove that cable tie altogether. I would just leave it wrapped around the wires. I'm using a fairly small crosshead screwdriver. Keep your screws somewhere safe. That'll just come off like that. So the belt that goes in this model is approximately 200 millimeters inside circumference, or about 100 millimeters folded length. I wouldn't get anything that's narrower than 3 millimeters. Get 4 or 5 millimeters if you can. As long as it's pure neoprene rubber, then the thickness of it shouldn't matter too much. Probably the easiest way to do this is to fit the belt over there, hook it over this PCB here. When you're putting this back, notice that there's 2 little tabs here and then they fit into slots here. Okay, I've screwed the plate with the capstan motor on it back into place. I'm just going to place the belt on its pulley. So hook under belt with these tweezers, and then if I just pull it and let go, a little bit of adjustment, it's going to sit on the pulley. Let's turn this over so it's far too high there. Really the whole thing wants to be a few millimeters from the edge there. If I turn it now, it should rectify itself. There we go. And it's sitting right in the middle of the pulley there. There aren't any other rubber belts to change on this one. I've separately covered the gear C problem that sometimes occurs with this mechanism. Stops this from retracting and pressing properly. No idler tire mechanism on this one. It's completely mechanical. So there's no rubber part in there to replace. Mostly for these sort of 90s units, sometimes the belts are a bit dry, a bit loose, but not melted into gunge like they can be on older units like the 244 and 246. I haven't actually found one with a bad pinch roller. I guess they're just too new for the rubber to have deteriorated, or Tascam became aware of the problems with the rubber deteriorating and they sourced a different rubber compound for these pinch rollers, but normally give these a bit of a wipe with damp cloth, a little bit of detergent on it. Dry it properly and it should be fine. You could wipe the magnetic heads with isopropyl while you're in there. Just follow the instructions on my other video about removing this and opening the case in reverse, and that should you be up and running again.